Guys, I'm doing an engine swap. I got this, it's an old Rockford Tora motorcycle, and I've got a Yamaha 175 two-stroke on here that I ran like that for quite a few years, but it's giving me trouble. Doesn't shift, doesn't have a second gear, and just a pain in the butt to get going every time. So I want to make a nice reliable dirt bike so I don't have so much trouble every time I want to ride something. So I'm gonna put this 110cc Chinese engine on here. It's got gears, it's no clutch, it's a semi-auto, I guess. Not sure how many gears it's got. I think four speed, I'm not sure, but it's a 90cc. I got the CDI for it, so should be pretty easy to swap on here. The only thing I want to do to it is it's got no back brake hooked up right now, so I'm gonna see if I can fix that up. Not sure if the brake pads are in there, but it needs a foot lever too, so gotta do that. And the back tire, while I have it off, I'm gonna fix the back tire again. It's losing air, and maybe clean out the gas tank again because it clogs up once in a while at the petcock, so have to see if it's alright. It's going really good. I got the engine all in place here. I grinded these plates back so I could get the engine as far back as possible because it was kind of hitting on the fender there. Still gonna have to modify that bracket a little bit, but that's okay. And I got that done and drilled the hole there for the back mount, and then I made the front mount here, top one. I did that instead of just making two plates down because I think this will be stronger side to side, so I think that'll work really good. The chain lines up good too. It's got about a 1/4 inch of back and forth play between here, so I put some shims in there. But I hope this gear ratio is right because that sprocket isn't anything that's universal. So this one's easy to change though, so if I really have to, I could change that one. I'm sure they make different sizes of that. Got room here, so that's good. And I cut off all the extra brackets in here and welded on a couple more for the coil and the CDI. I took this plate off because I straightened it out. It was all bent out of shape on this side. And this bolt was broke off, so I might try to get that old one out, but I'm probably just going to weld a new nut in there because there's plenty of room for one, and then I'll be able to bolt that on better. I also shortened the front brake cable. That was way too long. And for this side, I actually moved this shock inboard of the swing arm just before it was out here like that. So I moved it in to make clearance for the muffler here so that it wasn't sticking out so far. Now it's nice and tucked in. Still gonna make a shield for it, and I don't have a flange for this or anything, but I'll make one. Just kind of tucks up in there, and then the flange squeezes it in. Alright, I got that all done. I was able to get that bolt out of there. I just walked it off with a punch. It was loose in there, so I just tapped it out like that. Came out. And I got the skid plate on there. It's looking good. Alright, I got it all done except for the gas tank. Got the exhaust all put together here and the flange. I'll take that apart in a minute and show you what it looks like in there. And I got the cover here put together. Just a piece of sheet metal bent around, and then I bent the edges and made the holes. It's not perfect, but it's for purpose, not for looks. So, and got the brake pedal all made here. Just the rod and the pivot. And I got a little heim joint here. And a spring. And it comes back to here. And the brake pads were all in there ready to go, so they're looking good. I just put it back together. And still gotta do the gas tank, and I did the fender here. Need a little extension so it doesn't hit. Here's the flange I made. You can see the end's a little bit thicker than the pipe. I just welded a thicker piece of pipe on this center pipe here, so it seals better. I got a new seal here because it was leaking. Alright, so this thing works really good. I did have a few problems with it. The first one was the kickstart here hit the shaft where I made this brake shaft come out. So I just cut that a little bit shorter. And I also had the exhaust leak, so I got a new gasket for it. And that seems fixed now. And I made this mud flap so the engine doesn't get so covered with mud. The bolts rub a little bit. I gotta cut them off a little bit shorter, but that's it for that. And then the other problem I had was the chain. The old chain was just pieced together from pieces of old chain, so it was inconsistent. I couldn't get a consistent adjustment on it, so I got a new chain and it seems good now. It kept falling off before a couple of times, so. And the gear ratio is perfect. It works really good. I use like first, second, and third in the woods, and then fourth is good for on the road. It probably does about, cruise is really good at like 30, 35. I don't know what the top speed is, probably like 45. And I drew the little Rockford emblem on there with a Sharpie. And that's about it. I did put some bead sealer on the back tire there, because when I had it at lower pressure it would slip the valve stem, so I put some sealer on it. Seems better now because it rides a lot better with low pressure in it. Yeah, that's about it. Runs really good, starts first kick, and probably my new favorite bike. Alright, thanks for watching, guys. See you later.